I'm on top of the world looking down on creation starts the chorus of Karen Carpenter's 1973 hit song, Top of the World. She was only 23 at the time, but because of her incredible singing voice, it was her second #1 hit. For the entire decade of the 70s, she was truly on top of the world, until her sudden death from heart failure 10 years later in 1983. Her sudden death is a solemn reminder of the brevity of life and the possibility of sudden, unexpected change, just like with Joseph, the son of Jacob. As we continue working through the Bible 3 minutes at a time, we've come to the account of Joseph and find many parallels with Jesus, including his sudden fall from the top of the world. The story began with the favored wife Rachel finally having a son, Joseph, who became the favored son. He was truly on top of the world, Genesis 37, verse 3. But the resulting tension and jealousy among his older brothers was growing. Verse 4 says, they saw the favoritism and hated him for it. Joseph compounded the problem by his tattling in verse 2 and indiscretion as he boldly revealed dreams that implied his brothers would serve him. That's in verses 5 to 11. When they got the chance, they captured Joseph. Genesis 37, verses 18 through 24. Intending to kill him, they ended up selling him into slavery instead. But God had greater plans for Joseph beyond having his brothers serve him. After years as a servant, an unfairly imprisoned slave, Joseph was raised to second in command over all of Egypt. Eventually, he realized it was God who sent him there to save his family. That's in Genesis 45, verses 8 through 11. Likewise, Jesus, the Father's favorite son, Luke 3:22, left the top of the world, heaven, with the freedom and power of deity, to take on flesh and become a servant. That's in Philippians 2, verses 5 through 7. And, just like with Joseph, his brothers plotted to kill him in Mark 14, verse 1. Unlike Joseph, who was only dead figuratively and that his father believed it for 20 years, Genesis 37, verses 31 through 35, Jesus was killed by his brethren. His death was for the same reason Joseph was spared, to save his family. God explained that Jesus tasted death to defeat Satan's power over us. As the author of salvation, he frees us from the slavery of sin in order to bring many sons to glory in Hebrews 2, verses 9 through 15. Being on top of this world ends with a long fall. Only Jesus can take you to the top and keep you there. Will you go with him? And will you come back tomorrow for a new Morning Minutes in the Bible? Until then, this is James McClenny hoping you have a great day.